Hey everyone, Kendra and Becky here. We're so excited to have you here with us on our new YouTube channel and community Market Mamas. Our goal is to share with you all the experiences and many lessons we're growing through since becoming day traders. We want to bring you great content, and it's going to be primarily focused on trading psychology.
Yes, we welcome all viewers, both fellow traders, but also anyone who's trying something really challenging in their life in whatever your power pursuit is. Please come along with us on our journey and let's support and take care of each other. Thank you so much for being here with us. We hope you enjoy.
Hi, welcome to our very first Market Mamas podcast. Thanks for visiting our channel.
Yeah, hey, we're so glad you're here with us. And today we want to touch on an important topic that's pretty meaningful to us, both early in our trading careers and in creating this supportive community here at Market Mamas.
Okay, so we really wanted to discuss with you all the challenges we face and everyone faces when they're trying to break into a new endeavor. It's just having that courage, the bravery, just to even start. It feels like a huge undertaking.
Yeah. What's cool about this topic today is that it's not just applicable to trading either. You could apply it to any difficult endeavor that you're striving for. So there's a saying, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. In order to create anything really powerful, impactful, exciting, full of potential, you have to start. You have to get the ball rolling and start building progress. Even if what you're doing is intimidating and the future is uncertain, you'll never know how it could turn out unless you just get going.
For sure. I remember when I first decided I wanted to learn how to trade early on, thankfully I just had this inner drive, like hit the gas pedal, like let's go. And it was just leap of faith after leap of faith. And similarly with Market Mamas, when Becky and I were first questioning this whole new, podcast, building a community, we had a lot of questions. Are we ready? Is this the right time? Should we wait? Should we be further along? And ultimately, we just decided, nope, the time is now. The value is in the present and in the messy middle. So it's so easy to disqualify yourself, talk yourself out of even starting. And so we want to normalize that. Everyone experiences that. Everyone has to push through that. And so we're excited to have this discussion today with you guys.
Yeah, exactly. I think that holds true that everything kind of sounds crazy until you actually do it. A lot of people maybe judged us for when we first started day trading because sure, there are day traders, but like not us. We're just normal people. But it wasn't in our wheelhouse. It wasn't in our families or communities when we started trading for either one of us. So, I mean, a lot of people, it sounded like a pipe dream or some random thing we were trying, and they were just kind of waiting to find out when we failed and we quit. I mean, I think that was sort of all around us when our first year or two with trading, Kendra. So the fact is, there are people who are day traders, right? There's nothing wrong with the idea that we could be, and it turns out we are. So in this situation, we had to lean into the bravery, start something with no guaranteed outcome for all the time, energy, effort, money, and honestly, heart that we poured into it. You're not guaranteed anything in trading in terms of your P&L, especially. I mean, okay, so you're guaranteed some losses early on for sure. Let's be honest. But then also with Market Mamas, this is something that Kendra and I are passionate about and see a need for, these open conversations about the challenges of being a young stock market trader, kind of mid-evolution, mid-growth with that. So our plan, we're going to deliver the best content we can with you guys and kind of see what happens. But, nothing would happen if we didn't just start this.
Yes. There's always this huge gap from where you're at and where you want to be, your ultimate vision, the macro goal. It's just so important to understand that it's okay. It's actually great because it's what's happening while you're filling in that gap that's so significant. So we figured out, okay, what can we do on a daily basis? How can we start to bridge the gap and make it more manageable, even make it enjoyable? For us, creating a daily rhythm with small steps, those micro goals, that really helped serve and support us. And just understanding that every little inch is momentum gained and it's never taken away from us. It only can ever be taken away if you quit. So, we used to joke with our trading, with this evolution we're on, this journey. we were baby traders at one point, and we were just hoping to become toddler traders. And now we're like teenage traders, and we're just trusting. We're trusting in our own maturity, in our own evolution, and that we're so committed, we're so dedicated, and understanding that it's not going to happen overnight. And there's no perfect path, but every day is progress, imperfect progress, but progress no less.
Yeah, I think we both experienced that trying to make a hard endeavor too complex or pushing too hard too fast at something early on could set you back substantially. I mean, it's totally the enemy of progress, driving too hard too fast right out of the gate. What we learned with trading, and what we're still learning the hard way, let's be honest, is that if you take something really difficult and you break it down into bite-sized pieces and you do small efforts every day, then there's a compounding effect that has the real potential. Like, that's how people who create an empire and build substantial wealth, that doesn't come overnight. They have to start somewhere, and they have to just break it down into tasks each day, time and time again, with consistency. You have a strategy. You refine and upgrade your systems as you learn. You push through at a reasonable pace, and then you let it grow. And so not making this whole thing, trading, market mamas, any hard pursuit, not making it too complex or too fast, kind of backing that off, that's been really beneficial for us in starting our trading careers for sure. Because, every time I've leveraged up too soon, it's like, settle down, mama. So we definitely, bite-sized pieces is kind of the way to go for us in growing.
Yeah, this makes me think of what I heard years back that I just loved. I'd rather be a sloppy success than a master at mediocrity. And anytime you're pursuing something that is just so challenging and difficult, you really have to embrace that. You got to just have that talk with yourself all the time. Look, I could go back to what I was doing before, or I could stop doing what I'm doing now. And for sure, I'll have more certainty, I'll have more safety, I won't have all the unknowns, in front of me and surrounding me, maybe, but in reality, we're all assigned with the task of designing our own life, and it has to be on our own terms, and in order to be our most authentic selves. And so that's really the only way we can add true value and impact the people who we're meant to reach. And it's not always going to be pretty, but sometimes you just got to be unapologetic about it.
Yeah, I love that. It actually reminds me of many big names out there that we could learn from that have really built an incredible life and legacy out of more humble beginnings. There's multiple examples, such as like Oprah, Steve Harvey, Jim Carrey, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, J.K. Rowling, Dolly Parton. There's a lot of names of proof in real people that have shown the power of perseverance. They trusted themselves and their goals, and they fought for it every day, despite sometimes really significant hurdles, and it worked. If you look, there's some real inspirational stories out there that can give you encouragement, like they've encouraged us, and it just tells you that you can live your truest self and go for it sometimes, because these are real people that just pushed and didn't quit, and they've created really amazing things.
So much inspiration. And what I love about those individuals, they've all have shared their success stories and their humble beginnings. And they've been so real about their journeys and said, don't make me more special. Don't make me more important. Don't put me on a high horse. I was no different than you. I just chose to believe. I chose to not give up, and I chose to keep working harder, making sure that, every move, every next step is in line with that belief system. And so that's what we're trying to do here. We want to create that space, that culture for that type of authenticity, that type of drive and willpower, for whatever your pursuit is. Sometimes you just have to take action and have like tunnel vision. It's been said that, it's 10% talent, 90% dedication. That's the recipe for success. And, that's a winning mindset. And that's who gets the job done. That's who stands out and sets his or herself apart. And so that's what we aim to do here. So, just stick with us because we're dedicated. Go easy on us because it's our very first podcast. But I mean, we're all about that 90% dedication.
We are crazy mamas with kids at home most of the time. And so we read a ton of books on Audible. It really works for our lifestyles. And one book that we read a couple of years ago, actually, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Probably many of you have heard of it. It's a really good one. One of the quotes that really applies to market mamas is, when two or more people coordinate in a spirit of harmony and work towards a definite objective, they place themselves in a position through that alliance to absorb a power directly from the great universal storehouse of infinite intelligence. So that quote really spoke to us because Kendra and I really leaned into our partnership early and started to see the value right away. It created a safe place for us to communicate the challenges of building something that not a lot of people understand, and that you might be the only one in your real life circle when you're trying to push really hard for something that people might see as outstretched or not for you. Maybe they think it wasn't what you were destined to do, but you in your heart, you know that you can do it, that you can do amazing things. So having a safe place to go with that is really powerful. Ken and I were very, very lucky to start our partnership over 2 years ago. And now we're bringing our safe space broader with Market Mamas and you all, because we know the significant value in having this sort of relationship and building each other up. If you guys don't have someone to collaborate with, let's be friends. We are day traders. And now at the Market Mamas, we're here to talk to you guys openly about the challenges and milestones of doing something really hard. And sometimes just starting is all you can say in the beginning, is that you're just trying. But you know what? Every day that you don't quit, you can build a really incredible life. And that's kind of where Kendra and I are at. We're 2.5 years deep into our trading career, and we just haven't quit, and we've leaned into each other and openly communicated about what we're going through, the highs and the lows. And it's been really powerful, and it's kind of got us to the point where we're here talking to you guys. So, there's real strength in collaboration.
One of my favorite parts of the book, Think and Grow Rich, is the importance of a mastermind group. It's been so critical for us on our trading journey, and just understanding that we're all just some humans. And at the end of the day, we don't always bring 100%. And everyone is going through different things at any given time. So when you're having a bad day, maybe you're discouraged, you're feeling low, your buddy, someone in your group, maybe they could be on 100, maybe even 115, who knows, but they're having a high and you're having a low. And so they're going to pick you up, they're going to carry you. They're going to remind you hey, I was at 20% last week and look at me now. Everything is temporary, and, everything passes. Peaks and valleys are just part of the deal. So it's really great. As Becky was saying, you got to surround yourself with the power of positive thinking, and being able to embrace the unknowns, the challenges, seeing them as opportunities, and, seeking out solutions, not fixating so much on all the problems. And so it really helps to have that network of like-minded people around you, just to trust that wherever you're at in any given moment, it's exactly where you're supposed to be, and just let everything unfold.
Yeah, there's so much power in that mindset. I know we both lean into gratitude because it can be hard day to day what we're doing. And so Kendra and I, we both have big dreams and goals, and we can see a future, but it's literally thousands of steps beyond where we are now, where we ideally think we might go. So we want to slow down and recognize the beauty of where we're at today, just as importantly as our goals, to not let the future steal from the present. Both of our lives are crazy, busy, hectic, beautiful, ridiculous, and kind of amazing, but busy. To know that we are abundant now and immensely grateful for all that we have, but yet also unsatisfied and still pushing for higher goals every day. That's where we're at. It's both true at the same time. I think that when you start something really hard, you don't even know all the hurdles that you're going to have to push through. But there's a lot of power in remembering that what you're doing right now is amazing, and to keep working and keep pushing and have hard days, have great days, but don't forget to love the process, because if you're really pushing, that means that you love it and you can see the future. So have gratitude, work through it day to day, and don't forget to have a little love each day, no matter what certain metrics you're measuring turn out to be.
Right. Celebrate everything. The bad days, the good days, the days you're lacking motivation, just the consistency, and keep taking those repetitive steps, and that commitment will carry you through even on the days that feel like you're dragging. Small steps. And so please share with us, what is it that you really want to just start? Or maybe you have started and you're in the thick of it like us. Also, if you're just killing it with smashing all your goals left and right, share your tips with us. We all can add value to each other's lives. And, just thank you for joining us. Please hit subscribe, hit notifications. We'll be back with more content, and I promise you we're going to get better.
Right? Don't judge us too harshly. We're babies in this world. And we have a ton of trading friends on here. But also, like, a lot of our topics are going to cross barriers and boundaries. And so there's going to be trading related things. That's obviously one of the main areas that we're pushing in our lives. But there's so many other things that are applicable across all sorts of pursuits. So definitely we'd love to hear your experiences about what sort of pressures and judgments you've had on you when you've pushed forward. And again, we're so glad that you're here with us, and welcome to American Mamas.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.